Hello, in this video I'm going to take you through how to create a median split variable. Okay, so we're going to create this new variable here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that new variable name to start with. Remembering you can't have any spaces or any other special characters apart from underscores in a variable name. So to do this, let's go to our data set. So the first thing we need to do is find out what the median for our variable of interest actually is. So we've got to scroll across. So it's this variable we're interested in. So what we need to do is right click and we'll just ask SPSS to produce some quick descriptive statistics. Okay, so we can see the variable, the median of this variable then is 5.95. So that's what we're going to split our cases up on. So if we go to transform, recode into different variables, let's choose that variable at the bottom there again. So, okay, this is now saying that the old variable was aspirational non-materialistic attainment. What do we want to call our new variable? I've copied that from the activity sheet. So we could give it a longer label if we want to. So non-materialistic aspiration median split. And then we would need to click change. So that's what SPSS will create our new variable from the old variable to the new variable here. Now we've got to tell it how to do that. So we've got to go to old and new values. Okay, so the first thing we'll do, just out of as a habit to get into, click on System or User Missing, and click Copy Old Values and just add that. Now, actually, in our data set we don't have any, but it's best to remember to do that. Otherwise, you can easily forget it. Right. So the next thing we need to do is, okay, so we want to code our people who are low in non-materialistic aspiration. So we know it was anything from the lowest value, which could be, as we can see here, well, the lowest value is 2.9, but we'll go from the lowest value through to, and we'll choose our median value, 5.95, and we'll ask SPSS to recode these as 0. And then we'll add a label to that in the next step. So we click add. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to get it to recognise whatever we're going to code as 1, which will actually be our high non-materialistic aspiration attainment group. So this time we've got to choose from a particular value through to the highest score. So we know that the highest score on our data set is actually 7. So we need to use this as a guide. So actually from anything from 5.96 through to our highest value, we want SPSS to recode that as 1. We'll click add, and now I click continue. And then, okay. So what we can see here is keeping a log of everything we're doing. So if we go back to our data set, what we've got is a new variable now, and SPSS has recognised that it's a categorical variable. So let's get an idea then of how many people are in each of these categories, the high and the low group. So again, we right click on the descriptive statistics, and we can see that we've got a fairly even split between people who are 0 and 1. That in itself isn't that easy to remember, so let's go back to our data, go to the variable view, all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to add some variable labels, or value labels, rather. So anything is 0, we're going to ask it to be called the low non-materialistic attainment group. Add that. And then 1, we'll ask it to see it as the high non-materialistic attainment. And don't forget to add that again. Click OK. So let's go back to our data view, and we'll do that again. We'll run the descriptive statistics. So we right click on the column header, and then descriptive statistics, And now this time, rather than it just being labelled as 0 and 1, now we can see in our output we've got 93 people in the low group and 85 in the high group. But really what we want to see is now how many of these people, how many low and high non-materialistic attainment group individuals there are per gender. So we'll check that by going to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Crosstabs. Crosstabs is just tables. And so we'll transfer our gender, sex variable into rows, and we'll ask it to put our non-materialistic, make that a little bit bigger, median split variable as columns, and then we click OK. We can see, okay, well, we've got a bit of an imbalance here. So that might be something you have to take into account when you run your analysis. But we'll stop there and have a go at doing the analysis now.